In the quiet town of Willowbrook, nestled between rolling hills and dense woods, life has always been simple. The town's charm lay in its familiarity, a place where people still greeted each other on the streets, and the cafe owners knew your favorite drink by heart. Here, 5 childhood friends, Max, Lucy, Ben, Emma, and Charlie, shared a bond as enduring as the town itself. Each Friday night, they gathered at Hank's Diner, a cozy corner that had been their hangout since high school. The laughter and memories from their school days had faded into adulthood's responsibilities, but their tradition endured. Max, always the one with a thirst for adventure, arrived one evening with something unusual in hand, a dusty, worn-out book he'd found at a local flea market. "Guess what I found in here?" he said with a mischievous glint in his eye. Max slid an old lottery ticket from between the pages, so worn that the numbers were almost invisible. Lucy took it, her curiosity piqued. "This ticket is from the Willowbrook Millionaire Lottery, the one from 20 years ago," she exclaimed. "The prize was never claimed." Emma's eyes sparkled with excitement. "What if the prize is still out there?" she whispered. As the thought sank in, they felt a thrill they hadn't experienced in years. They jokingly formed the Secret Lottery Club. But beneath the humor, each of them felt the faint hope of uncovering a life-changing treasure. Little did they know, this ticket would take them on a journey filled with laughter, heartache, rivalry, and unexpected life lessons. The back of the ticket bore a cryptic message: "Where the willow weeps, your journey begins." They knew the exact place, the old willow tree by Willowbrook Lake, where they'd spent many childhood afternoons. The tree, with its cascading branches, had been their playground and shelter. On Saturday morning, they set out with a sense of nostalgia and excitement. Reaching the willow tree, Lucy found a carved message on the bark: "Knowledge awaits where you once read." They shared a look and instantly knew: the library. Willowbrook Library was not just a building. It was a place that had held their dreams, curiosities, and endless hours of exploration. In the dim, quiet library, they searched among the shelves, finally finding an old history book about Willowbrook's origins. Inside was a folded piece of paper with their next clue: "Return to where you used to race, the place where victory was sweet." They remembered the town's abandoned racetrack, where as kids, they would race on their bikes, eager to prove who was the fastest. As they approached the racetrack, they couldn't shake off the sense of being watched. They split up, scanning every inch, until Charlie found a tin box hidden beneath a rock. Inside the box was a small, scribbled note: "Success isn't always about winning. Seek the place where you last shared defeat." The clue reminded them of an old soccer field where they'd once lost a game that had mattered to them. But before they could leave, they noticed another group arriving. 3 strangers who introduced themselves as Dr. Wiggins, a local historian, Stella, a retired detective, and Rob, a tech-savvy puzzle enthusiast. They too were following the clues, though they seemed to lack the shared memories Max and his friends had. Dr. Wiggins, intrigued by the group, spoke up. "You seem to have a head start. Why don't we join forces?" But Max was wary. They agreed to part ways, each group silently vowing to reach the treasure first. The hunt became more intense. The clues took them to places that held deep personal memories for each friend, revealing stories and secrets they hadn't shared before. They revisited the treehouse in the woods, where Max confessed his fear of settling for an ordinary life. At the lake's edge, Lucy revealed her struggle with an unfulfilled dream of traveling the world. At each location, Another piece of their lives unfolded, bringing them closer to the heart of their long-lost dreams and aspirations. The race took its toll. Max, consumed by the need to win, grew impatient and demanding, pushing his friends to their limits. Lucy, always the rational one, started questioning if this hunt was even worth the strain it was putting on their friendships. Ben, who usually brought levity, was uncharacteristically silent, his usual jokes lost in the seriousness of the treasure hunt. Only Charlie seemed to maintain his composure, though he quietly admitted his hopes of winning the prize to help his struggling family. After weeks of relentless pursuit, both teams ended up at the final clue's location, the abandoned church at the edge of town. The quiet of the old building added a solemn weight to their journey. Tensions flared as they stood face to face, each side unwilling to back down. But, sensing the exhaustion and growing frustration, they decided to call a truce. After all, they had all invested so much into the chase. The final clue lay hidden beneath the church's pulpit, a small chest containing an old letter. It was from the original ticket owner, explaining that the hunt was designed to test the bonds of friendship, not to create division. The letter concluded with a message. The true treasure is the friendships you've built along the way. Money fades, but memories and bonds last forever. At first, there was disappointment and even anger. They had all hoped for something tangible, a fortune that would ease their burdens and fulfill their dreams. But as they let the words of the letter sink in, they began to understand its meaning. In their pursuit of riches, they had rekindled memories, learned new things about each other, and grown closer. Even their rivals, who had started as strangers, had become part of their journey. Instead of walking away empty-handed, Max, Lucy, Ben, Emma, Charlie, and their new friends, Dr. Wiggins, Stella, and Rob, shared a meal together at Hank's Diner, laughing about the absurdity of their wild goose chase. Max proposed a toast, raising his glass to the treasure they had found. Friendship, memories, and a shared adventure that reminded them of what truly matters. From that day, they established a new tradition. Once a year, they would revisit each spot on their treasure hunt. A journey that wasn't about wealth, but about reconnecting and celebrating the bond that money could never replace. They also vowed to make their lives a testament to what they'd learned. Max went on a backpacking journey around the world, finally embracing his adventurous spirit. Lucy took the leap and started a travel blog, sharing her experiences with others. Ben found humor in life's simplest moments and began performing at local comedy clubs, spreading laughter. Emma turned her love of art into a career, opening her own gallery in Willowbrook. Charlie, with the support of his friends, went back to school to pursue his dream of becoming a teacher. The moral? The friends stood together under the old willow tree, reflecting on how far they'd come since that first clue. They decided to bury a time capsule filled with items from their journey: a map, a fake gold coin, an old history book, and photos from each location. The narrator closes the story with a timeless message. In life, it's easy to chase wealth and success, believing that happiness lies in riches. But the true treasures are the bonds we build, the memories we make, and the friends who stand by us. True wealth is found in the people who journey with us and the moments we share. Life's real riches are not about money, but about connection, laughter, and love. Hold on to the ones who stand with you through every twist and turn, for they are your greatest fortune. In the years that followed, the Secret Lottery Club was remembered not for the treasure they sought, but for the lasting bond they had discovered. Willowbrook, Their humble town became a symbol of friendship, love, and the true meaning of wealth. And as long as they had each other, they knew they had already won life's greatest prize.